Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. If you'll notice, I've got a different background. I am actually at my second home in Naples, Florida today, coming to you live. But I didn't want to miss talking to you this Monday, and I have some great things I want to share with you. So, show of hands. Who does not like to look at their numbers? I know a lot of CEOs don't like to look at their numbers. They don't want to spend time looking at their numbers. They're busy, busy people, right? I hear this all the time. And sometimes business CEOs find their numbers like intimidating or confusing or stressful. So you're not alone. This happens to a lot of CEOs. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Audrey Faust, and I'm a visionary business growth strategist. And I like to help CEOs focus on three most important things that they need to focus on in their business if they want to bring their vision to life and grow their business. And these three things are time, money, and mindset. And today we're going to talk about the money, right? So, which is part of the equation. And, oftentimes CEOs may feel embarrassed if they fully don't understand their financials and they're afraid to ask. You're not alone. You're not alone at all. There are so many CEOs that struggle with this, and that's who I'm here to help. And the problem is, you often don't know what you don't know, right? If you're not trained in finance, if you don't have a finance or an accounting background, um, maybe you know the basics in your looking at your financials, but there are so many other things that you could be missing. So, and today I want to talk about why it is so important to actually look at your financials on a monthly basis. Four reasons why it's so important to look at your numbers on a monthly basis. So I have a little story for you. One of my clients, he's a multi-seven-figure CEO. And a little over a year ago, he was not looking at his numbers until we met. And he was surprised at tax time every year. Like, is he gonna owe? Is he not gonna owe? We're in tax time right now. So, yeah, he's surprised. And when I started working with him, now he can't wait to look at his numbers every month. He's so excited to look at them. And let me tell you why. Because in that first year, when he started looking at his numbers, he grew 60%. Yes, 60%. His business grew, his revenue grew. Multi-seven-figure business grew 60% in 1 year. Amazing, right? As we know, the first and most important thing is what we focus on grows. And imagine if your business, your seven-figure business grew by 20 or 30% just by looking at your numbers for 10 minutes a month or something. Small. Wouldn't that be worth 10 minutes a month if your business was able to grow by even 20 or 30%? Wouldn't that be amazing? So I'm just here to help you. And if you have the right guidance, if you have the right guidance, looking at your numbers is easy and simple. And nobody's going to judge you. I'm going to help you understand your numbers. I'm going to help you figure out what we're looking for. It's very important. So number one reason is what you focus on grows, right? What you focus on growth. So if you're not looking at your numbers, maybe you're not growing as much as you can. If you're not looking at them on a monthly basis, imagine if you started looking at them, what could happen? Oftentimes I get, but Audrey, I just don't have the time. 10 minutes. I challenge you to take 10 minutes a month to look at your numbers every single month. That's it. 10 minutes. Most CEOs could find at least 10 minutes a month to focus on their numbers, especially if they want to grow. And take their business to the next level. And as I said, that is one of the three most important factors of your growing your vision, of growing into your business, is knowing your numbers. So the first part is what you focus on grows. That is the first reason. The second reason, so you're not surprised at tax time. Yes, we are a few days away from tax time. If you're an S Corp, you've already, filed probably your business taxes. Now we're going into your personal taxes. And let me ask you this question. Were you surprised at the amount of taxes you owe? Or did you know pretty close about what you were going to owe before it was even done? Like January. Those of you who are looking at your numbers every month, you're going to know that ahead of time. You're going to be able to plan for it. You're going to be able to base bonuses on it for your employees, right? If you're at all surprised, reach out because I can help. I can help you so next year you're not surprised. And it's so important to plan for taxes and for business as your business grows. So if you were surprised at tax time, message me, reach out to me, and let's take a look so that doesn't happen next year. The third thing is nothing gets out of control before it's too late. So one of my clients noticed that his supplies were out of control. Supply costs were out of control as compared to his revenue and as compared to he has two locations. This other location, it was just a very, very large number. And the reason being, he caught this right away. It was because one of the employees was putting a rush on his supplies, which wasn't necessary. So imagine if this employee continued to do that for the rest of the year because it wasn't caught, and we were able to save thousands of dollars by catching that in the month that it happened. And he was able to address that with his employees. So no need to put rush on the supplies. We're good. Let's plan for the supplies and not put a rush on. That's another reason to look at your numbers every single month, because you're going to be able to compare that to whether you have another location or whether you have last year, you're comparing it to last year, comparing it to your revenue. We can do all that. And if you have a software like QuickBooks, we can run reports and all that. We can get on top of that before it gets out of control and costs you thousands of dollars. And the fourth reason is your finances are really the pulse of your business, right? So think about this. Like, you're going to drive somewhere, right? You want to go from like Pennsylvania to California. And either you have a GPS or you have a map. Back in the old days, we had those things called maps. But would you attempt to drive across the country or to drive anywhere without knowing where you're going, without knowing the direction that you're going? It's the same thing in your business. You need to know where you're going. You need to plan for the future. You need to look and keep going in the right direction. Take a couple steps ahead. Know where you're going. Your finances, your financials are the pulse of your business. And if you're not looking at them every month, you're missing a huge part of your business. So those are the 4 things. What you focus on grows. No surprises at tax time. No expenses get out of control. And they're the pulse of your business. Those are the 4 key reasons to look at your finances every month. And did you know, fun fact for you, did you know that a lot of people know this, 50% of businesses will fail in the first 5 years they're in business. But out of those 50% of the businesses that failed, what you might not have known is 82% of those businesses failed because they didn't understand or they weren't looking at their numbers and how it affects their business. 82% of the 50% of the businesses that failed in the first 5 years did not understand or look at their finances, at their financials. It's such an easy thing to do if you hire the right people to help you. There's no reason to fail. No reason. It's easy to fix. So if you don't have somebody helping you look at your numbers every month, let's get on a call together. Let's figure this out together. And I'm more than happy to help you learn how to understand your numbers, making sure that everything's got where it's supposed to be, and making sure that you are not one of those businesses that fail because they didn't look at their numbers. So, oftentimes you may have a bookkeeper and you may have a CPA. You're like, oh, Dre, I got this covered. I have a bookkeeper. I have a CPA. But there's that missing piece in the middle. There's that missing piece. The CPA is doing your taxes. They are not looking at your numbers on a monthly basis. Most of them. There are a couple that may. And even in tax time, they're too friggin' busy to be bothering, talking to you on a monthly basis. They can't even get what they need done. So having somebody that can sit down and look at your numbers with you every single month and review it is so important. Most bookkeepers don't have the accounting degree or the accounting knowledge, which I do have, to look and understand what the financials are saying. They can pay the bills. They can probably run the reports for you. But they don't know if it's right. They don't know what it's saying. They don't really know the whole picture. So that's the missing piece. And that's one of the 3 pillars that I help CEOs with. I help them with the financial management, time management, and CEO mindset. And without those 3 things, unfortunately, you could be one of those businesses that fail if you don't have those 3 key strategies in place. So I'm going to close in with a little story. So think about when I say what you focus on grows, right? And I know you've heard that before, and maybe you've heard this story before. So let's say you got a new car. And you get, one of my favorite cars is a Jeep Wrangler. Let's say, I'm going to get a Jeep Wrangler. And I got a Jeep Wrangler. And I thought, my car is unique. Nobody has the Jeep Wrangler, right? And all of a sudden I get a Jeep Wrangler. Every single car I see is a Jeep Wrangler. Before I got a Jeep Wrangler, it's the idiot though, right? So, or you could do this with a red car. All of a sudden, when you start looking at something, when you start seeing it, you see more of it. So think of your numbers that way. Let's start looking at your numbers more often and watch your numbers grow, because they're going to be top of mind now. And you're going to be focused on growing your business. This is so important for a visionary CEO that wants to grow their business. If you're not looking at your numbers, it's almost impossible to do that. Almost impossible to grow your business. Maybe you get lucky, but chances are you're going to be not knowing what's even growing your business, and you're like driving to California without a map or a GPS, right? You're just going. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. The 4 reasons to look at your finances and your financials every single month and make sure that you are focusing your business on growing it into the amazing vision that I know you have. If you would like to talk more about this, I am happy to get on a connection call with you. Just reach out any way you choose. Message me, and this is typically the easiest way. And let's get on a call and let's start driving your business. Let's start getting your business to that vision. All right. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.